So many of us go through our day and we just kind of, I don't know, we're not really thinking about our health so much until we start feeling the symptoms, the things that are bothering us. Like, oh my goodness, why do I feel this way? Why does my chest feel the way it does right now? Our next guest says you shouldn't be waiting for the symptoms. As a matter of fact, you should catch it earlier than that. Your prognosis will be really good if you do.
That's right. Dr. John Pierce joins us once again. He's the medical director with Preventative Diagnostic Center right here in the Valley. Dr. Pierce, welcome back to the show.
Hey, it's
Not to
great
be
to see you
macabre,
both.
but great to see you. Let's start off by talking about the leading cause of death in the United States.
Well, the top two causes. Number one is heart disease. Number two is cancer of all types. So that's one of the beauties of our scan is we can actually scan the heart and see is there plaque buildup or calcium buildup in the coronary arteries. So you have coronary artery disease that can be treated early on and reduce risk factor for that heart attack that's probably looming in the near future. And with cancer, we can detect abnormalities down to the size of about a grain of rice, 2 to 3 millimeters. So if there's any abnormal growths in the tissues that we're looking at, we may catch those. We should catch them.
Well, I mean, and catching it earlier means a much better prognosis. Obviously, if you're waiting until, that tumor grows to the point where you're a stage 4, I mean, your odds are not going to be as good as catching it stage 1 or 2.
Absolutely. Early detection is absolutely improves prognosis. I mean, if we catch it early, you're going to be addressing the issue long before it metastasizes. In most cases, that is the doom for most people is the cancer breaks through the primary area of the tumor and kind of disseminates throughout the rest of the body. And then the real problems start.
Yeah, absolutely. And, to be honest, it's kind of scary stuff, doctor. Every time I go in, even for my annual or a blood test, I'm a little bit nervous. So I understand that, but we want to kind of break through that nervousness and remind people early detection is key. So recently you had April and Dawn come down to the center. They came together. I believe Dawn did the test. We're going to hear from them right now.
Don wasn't feeling very well, and we went to a cardiologist, and they did all kinds of tests on him and found absolutely nothing and told him he was fine. That wasn't satisfactory. So we went to Preventative Diagnostic Center and had the body scan done. That body scan showed that he had blockage in his major arteries to his heart, and he had to have stents put in. That scan saved his life. I wasn't ready to be a widow, and I could have lost him. So please get the scan done for yourself and for someone you love.
Catching things early, and you never know who when you come in with you and your spouse, who's going to be the one that has whatever it is that's ailing them. Turns out it was Dawn in that case. It's great that they were able to get in though and catch that early. I think some people think that you can diet your way to health. It's not about just changing diets, is it?
Well, I mean, that's a huge part of it. Absolutely, Sean. I mean, obviously diet and exercise. Diet's a bigger part of that than exercise, but they're both very important. We also have genetics. You could have genetic predisposition, so you could actually have a great diet and exercise, don't smoke, you do all the right things. And we still hear those stories of, the individual who end up with a cancer or ended up with heart disease. Mr. Fisk was the guy who brought running into the United States in the 70s, made jogging a big thing, and he dropped dead of a heart attack. So, that's why what we do is so important. It's the beauty of it and the simplicity of it.
Well, watching Dawn and April too reminded me that I know you've told us, Dr. Pierce, a lot of people do come down together. They come down as couples because it's kind of like, well, if you're going to have peace of mind, then I want peace of mind. A lot of times that's the way it works with our spouses. But tell us again, what areas of the body do you scan? I believe, if I recall, when I did my own scan, it was kind of from the neck to the groin. You can kind of look at everything in between.
I don't have to speak, JJ. You have it. Absolutely. So we're able to see basically just below the chin, so we can see the thyroid. We go down further. We're looking at the esophagus, right into the stomach. We're able to see the diaphragm. Obviously, above that is the lungs and the heart. That's where we do our scan of the coronary arteries, so we can see if there's plaque buildup there. We look at the aorta, which is the major blood vessel leaving the heart. So we can see if there's any dilation of that, called an aortic aneurysm. To be able to get people on track if there's that issue to be followed up with. We're able to look at the liver, the kidneys, the spleen, the pancreas. right on down through the rest of the bowels and into the gonads, whether it be testicles or ovaries in men and women.
It really is incredible technology, and it's great talking to you, my friend. We're going to point people in the right direction if they want to check you out.
Thank you so much.
All right, Preventative Diagnostic Center. They're right there in the Southwest Valley at 6620 South Tenaya. If you want to learn more, go to pdcenterlv.com or call the number you see right there on your screen.